Have you ever wondered how you can make soy milk at home and keep it fresh without any additives? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you 3 essential tips to ensure your soy milk stays longer without spoilage. I'll be using 250 grams of dry soybeans for this recipe. Make sure to remove any spoiled or discolored beans which may affect the taste of the final drink. The first thing we are going to do here is to clean the beans with water to get rid of any dirt or any bad seeds which may float on the surface. After you are done with that, go ahead and drain out the water and soak these beans for about 6 hours. Soaking essentially hydrates and softens the beans, making them easier to blend. One way you can prevent spoilage is by soaking your beans within the minimum soaking time. As longer soaking can lead to fermentation, which can cause your milk to separate when heated. In warmer climates, you can soak your beans between 6 to 8 hours at room temperature or refrigerate them if you want to soak overnight. You can see the beans have doubled in size from its original. You can peel the skin off with your hands at this point, but in this video I'm going to boil the beans for about 20 minutes to make this process easier. Which brings me to my second method of preservation. So boiling serves several purposes, from removing the beany flavor in the beans to reducing harmful substances present. This process also stops fermentation, which is the main cause of spoilage in soy milk. So by boiling your beans for a few minutes, you can store them for a few days before processing, and your milk will never separate or develop any off flavor after cooking. Now drain out the boiling water and transfer the cooked beans into a bowl. Add room temperature water to that and begin to rub the beans in your palms to get rid of the holes. So once you are able to get rid of the holes, you can separate them from the beans using a strainer. And once you are done with this step, pour back the water used, repeating the process until you've got most of the holes out. Once that is done, rinse out the beans with clean water and transfer them to a blender. We are going to blend this until it's nice and smooth. So to blend the beans, I'm adding 4 cups of water to aid in this process. Then I'll add the remaining water once I'm done blending. Normally, the ratio of water to beans is around 1:6 to 1:9, and this depends on how thick or light you want your drink to be. So now our beans have been nicely blended, and we'll go ahead and strain out the milk from the pulp. So to do this, we are going to transfer the slurry into a cheesecloth and squeeze out the milk with our hands. You can also use tongs for this process to avoid creating any mess. So this is the milk we obtained after extraction. Now pour the milk into a saucepan and allow this to simmer on medium-low heat for about 10 to 15 minutes. This will get rid of any germs in the milk and remove any additional beany flavor present. This is the soybean pulp after extraction. Don't throw this away. It's packed with great nutrition, and we'll delve into its potential later. So while the milk is simmering, you can go in occasionally to remove the skin on the surface. After 15 minutes, transfer the milk into a bowl and allow it to cool for a few minutes. At this point, You can do a second straining to separate any residue in the milk. Next, we are going to sweeten our soy milk. And so here I'm adding some sugar and flavor to the soy milk, and then I'll stir well to combine. Transfer these into bottles to be stored in the refrigerator. Refrigerating your soy milk can actually keep it good for a few days. You can also freeze your milk for a longer shelf life of about a month and over. However, this process can slightly affect the texture. The trick to preventing this is to store your milk in the refrigerator, and your milk will always come out fresh and intact. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and see you in my next video. Bye!